Everyone, yes, you're still on to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Andy. On the news this time, we have news from WIZKID, who has now given us a very big revelation. We have news from the official Afrobeat charts in the United Kingdom, and we also have news from BURNA Boy and Shatta Wale. It appears that these guys quite actually wanted to cause something between Ghana and Nigeria. But before I go into the details for you of the news, I'm going to start by saying thank you so much, guys, for the beautiful and amazing stuff that you do for us on Gusto TV. I mean, commenting, sharing our videos, telling your friends, family, and everybody about all the amazing stuff we do on the channel. We see everything, we love you, we appreciate you. Do not stop, please keep on doing it for us. Remember to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. It's compulsory. Quite important for us, actually. Alright, let's go straight on to the details of the news. As I said, we're gonna be starting up with WIZKID, Machala. The Grammys is coming, and I'm sure this guy is actually really waiting for that one. Got nominated for 2 categories, and he's really hoping that he gets to win at least one of those categories. Well, something has actually been trending for the past week now. It's been who is the richest. Now that has been on everyone's lip. Who is the richest Nigerian artist? BURNA Boy came out to say he's the richest Nigerian artist. We've seen Davido spend a whole lot of money, and there's also WIZKID, who has actually been spending a whole lot of money. We know how much his pendant, Jesus pendant, actually cost. It cost him over 150k US dollars, or about 300k US dollars actually, for his Jesus pendant. So these guys actually spend really big, and the whole conversation is who has the most money. I mean, who is the biggest artist in terms of money? Well, we've also seen Davido with the private jet. Davido always flies around with his private jet, and then people are like, yes, this is the money speaking. There's also BURNA Boy, who flies around with a private jet, but it has not been confirmed if BURNA Boy has gotten himself a private jet. But we know Davido has his own private jet, irrespective of the fact that he's his father's own. But we know this is Davido's private jet, and Davido always flies around with it. Well, there's also WIZKID, who we've always been seeing with a private jet, and fans have been talking about the fact that maybe somehow WIZKID has actually gotten himself a PJ, because we always see WIZKID fly with this PJ. And though WIZKID hasn't come out directly to say that he has gotten himself a private jet, people and fans have actually put 1 and 2s together and like, you know what, guys, WIZKID has actually bought himself a private jet, and he has decided to keep it low-key. Well, it all became high-key during the Afro Nation performance in Puerto Rico, when WIZKID actually came late for that particular event. WIZKID came late for the event, and he decided to apologize to everybody. And during his apologizing, or rather when he was apologizing, WIZKID said something. WIZKID said, "I am so sorry for coming late. It was my pilot and my jet." Now, this was the words of WIZKID as he apologized to his fans for coming late for Afro Nation. And trust me, the whole world has taken this up, saying that, you know what, for WIZKID to have said it was my pilot and my jet, that means in fact WIZKID has gotten himself a private jet, and he has decided to stay silent about it. So maybe somehow WIZKID does have a private jet, and fans are now like, you know what, BURNA Boy doesn't have a private jet, Davido doesn't boast to have a private jet of his own, but WIZKID has acquired himself a private jet since the year 2019, and he has decided to stay quiet about it. Trust fans not to keep quiet about this one. They have been talking about it. Let's see what fans are saying about that one. This one says, WIZKID bought a private jet since 2019 without making a noise. It says, we knew, but we had a little doubt. Now it is confirmed. It says he's the only African artist with a private jet, and he joins the likes of the Adelekes, the Adeboyes, and co to own a private jet. It says the richest African artist by and by. I mean, this conversation will keep on going for a very long time, since BURNA Boy has said he's the richest African artist, and people are saying right now for WIZKID to have actually acquired a private jet by himself, he is the richest African artist. Still talking about comments, someone says, moral lesson: you don't have to announce that you are rich, because WIZKID hasn't announced that he owns a private jet. People are like, you know what, you don't really have to announce that you are rich for you to be rich. Someone says, who doesn't know he had always had a private jet? Well, not everyone knew he had a private jet, although the news is still sketchy, but we actually feel WIZKID does have a private jet. And that one says, I love the guy, he has my money, he doesn't brag, and he doesn't make noise. He says he is the real king. Well, so many comments as regards Machala having so much money to get a private jet. Someone says he is very rich, and that one says low-key balling is the best. Machala down. Someone calls WIZKID my baby, and someone says when you are bigger. I mean, for WIZKID to have been silent since 2019 actually says a whole lot. WIZKID has gotten himself a private jet, but he has been really silent about this. Well, we are really hopeful that WIZKID will actually come out and say, my people, indeed and in fact, I've actually gotten myself a private jet, but I have decided to be silent about all of it. Well, let's move on to Pheelz and the official Afrobeat chart. Well, Pheelz last week and 2 weeks ago was at number 1 for his song Finesse. Trust me, that song is a very, very big tune. Has been leading the charts in the UK as regards the official Afrobeat chart. Let's see if his song Finesse can actually make it to number 1 again for this particular week. So we have the official UK Afrobeat chart. And at number 1, we have Pheelz and Buju Benson at number 1 with Finesse. At number 2 is Omale and Justin Bieber. I mean, Attention has actually been at number 2 for about 3 weeks now. So Finesse has decided not to give Attention a spot at number 1. At number 3 is Ameno the Amapiano version by Goya Ameno. At number 4 is Rema's Calm Down. Number 5, we have Skibby with Baddest Boy. Number 7 is Dako featuring Black Sheriff all the way from Ghana. At number 9, we have BDO by BURNA Boy and WIZKID. Number 8, we have FYN by Rema and AJ Tracy. At number 9, we have Omokwe by Ashake and Olamide. At number 10, we have Dodo by Tay-C. But the number 1 spot actually goes to Pheelz and Benson for their song Finesse. I mean, still holding it down for 3 weeks straight. 3 weeks straight at number 1. And then there's Attention at number 2, being at number 2 for 3 weeks straight. So Finesse really needs to give Attention some attention so that it can actually go to number 1. Alright guys, let's round up the news with BURNA Boy. I mean, earlier this year 2022, we actually saw BURNA Boy and Shatta Wale do something. Shatta Wale actually came out to say that Nigerian artists do not support Ghanaians, and BURNA Boy is like, hey, you know what, let's meet man to man, let's settle this. I'll come to Ghana and we'll settle it. Although BURNA Boy never went to Ghana to have the whole fight and stuff like that, and people were like, BURNA Boy is a chicken, he should have actually gone to Ghana for the fight to happen. While some people are of the opinion that, you know what, BURNA Boy is actually good as he didn't travel to Ghana to go fight Shatta Wale. Well, it actually appears that the fight between these two guys could have actually caused something really deep in terms of the diplomatic relationship between Ghana and Nigeria. Ghanaian President Kufuor Nana, I beg your pardon if I didn't get the pronunciation of that name, has decided to come out right now to talk about the fact that the fight between BURNA Boy and Shatta Wale could have caused a whole lot of stuff. During his statement between the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria, he actually said the fight between them could have caused a diplomatic war. Although he may have been joking about this, but he did say during his press conference saying there could have been a diplomatic war if BURNA Boy and Shatta Wale did have a fight in Ghana. Well, that goes out to say how much these guys actually have in terms of fan base, because indeed, if a fight could have actually gone on, could have actually seen BURNA fights and Shatta Wale fans actually go out to fight physically wherever they meet themselves, or even Ghanaians actually beat up Nigerians wherever they see themselves. So this actually goes a long way to say that celebrities actually have a place in terms of society, in terms of being role models to people that they actually command. And it's with the BURNA Boy and Shatta Wale gist I'll be rounding up the news. You are new to Gusto TV, subscribe, turn on the push notification bell, tell your friends, families, and everyone around you about all the amazing stuff we do on the channel. My name is Andy. Have a great day. Bye bye.